Good evening, it's 5 o'clock. We're going to call this meeting to order, please, with an invocation and pledge. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us here tonight to the business of the county. Thank you for watching over us. Thank you for this new year. We ask for your blessings. In your name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can I get an approval of the agenda?
Motion to approve. Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Jess, any citizens to be heard?
None.
Clerk James, would you like to do your... Thank you. Jess, does he need to fill out a card? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know who he is.
Commissioners, thank you for letting me speak tonight. Just very briefly, I wanted to cover two things. It's audit season. Our external auditors will be here next week. They'll be in our office probably for 2 weeks approximately. Last March, you also created the internal audit department. It's the first of its kind in this county. We spent 6 months sort of interviewing department heads, talking with David, talking with myself, and just trying to figure out what keeps all of your staff up at night. Because what keeps them up at night ought to be keeping us up at night, and so that's what we'll be looking at this coming year. You have in front of you the first developed audit plan. It is a living document. It will change. It has already changed. We did not have the public service tax on there when we first did our initial interviews, and we have come to the decision that we do need to look at those companies that are sending in those forms and audit those. And so we've knocked one thing off and added another. There's only so much one person can do per year, and that's our goal to get all of that done this year. Let's see. We've done 2 audits already. Technically they were both, we wanted to audit the clerk's office first. We wanted to be our own guinea pig. And so we audited our vendor process. And in February, I will be presenting both of those audits to you. They're essentially the same, one on the clerk side and how the clerk handles its vendors, and one on the board side, how you handle your vendors and updating changes and things such as that. And so those will officially be presented to you the first meeting in February, I believe. But we've already got 2 done. They're not on that list. And that's all I wanted to let you know. Starting out the new year with audit. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions or anything for Greg now that he's gone? Anybody? Okay. Well, okay, moving right along. No awards and presentations tonight. We're going to move into consent.
Motion to approve.
Second. I was giving you a chance.
He's being awfully quiet for this new year. That's his resolution. We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. No consent items full for discussion. No add-ons. We're moving into general business.
Yes, item number 10. Michelle, would you please take this, please?
Good evening, Commissioners. Thank you. This agenda item requests board approval to add a 2023 legislative priority requesting $1 million in appropriation funds to support the county cost share of a new emergency radio system and provide board direction to rank the new appropriation request. Currently, Triumph Gulf Coast is providing up to $1 million in funds for the installation of a new countywide emergency communication system, and Wakulla County is providing $6.5 million. The additional funding will help Wakulla County support the ongoing maintenance cost after implementation of the system. Staff is recommending the approval of this appropriations request and requests board direction for prioritization among the current 2023 legislative priorities. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So this is just about the top 6 ranks.
correct.
Nothing else on the list.
That's correct.
Okay. We already went over this.
That's,
Motion to approve.
wow.
Okay, second.
Can I get a second? Okay, I have a motion, a second, and I do have a question with regard to the order of these things. That is the agenda item, so we need to choose that tonight too, correct?
Correct.
Jess, do you mind pulling up that, of course you have it up. So, what we have going on here is Michelle's item tonight, and our first thing is the Emergency Operations Center, and like Chuck said, it goes through the 6 things. So that is what this agenda item has to do with also, is prioritizing those, so we need to make a decision about that.
I think it stay like it was, other than moving the 1 million up to the top.
Okay, so you want to move that up and then just shift all the way down?
Get that down.
Okay,
Because I still think the emergency center is still one of the top, but obviously the 1 million comes first,
okay.
and leave it in that order.
So what is the order then? I can't read it from here.
Just keep it the same order, except move the 1 million to the very top.
It'll be the radio system, then the EOC.
EOC, Shell want fire and rescue, fire rescue, fire engine, and library facility.
Okay.
Because
Clerk, do you have that? Is she good?
Heather, do you need a motion and a second on that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, motion to move the 1 million to the top and keep the other ones in order.
okay.
Second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Moving on to number 11.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'll go ahead and handle this. This is a request board approval to uphold the county administrator's determination regarding the procurement challenge by Williams Communications, Inc. This is relating to the RFP number 2022-01, which is the turnkey P25 radio system. We're also requesting that you approve the notice of award to Motorola Solutions for the same RFP, and then authorize the county administrator to enter into negotiations with Motorola Solutions to negotiate a contract. We would anticipate bringing this contract back for board approval at the same time that we hopefully bring back the award agreement with Triumph Gulf Coast to provide the majority of the funding for this procurement.
Motion to approve. Second.
I have a motion and a second, any discussion? I'm gonna get to that.
I want to hear the people.
Here she comes. She's magic like that. Brian Coker. Did I get it wrong? Perfect.
Good evening, and thank you for the time this evening, Board. Don't want to take a lot of time. We just wanted to put a request out that you would table this decision a little bit longer, give us the opportunity to actually have conversations with the county in regard to this and see if we can clarify our issues and concerns with the procurement and some of the scoring irregularity that did take place. We have found that reviewing the details shows that there is actually a true winner in this, and it is Williams Communications. Just as a good example is the RFP requirement was specific to do a total cost of ownership evaluation and pricing, and for the scoring criteria that was not followed. And that has a significant impact on the overall cost to Wakulla County and its citizens, and Williams actually had the lowest overall cost proposal by $3 million over Motorola, and this is with a partnership with the state of Florida. And we're here to commit to that price savings, and we're here to support that. You know, the response back that we got in the letter was basically said, this is apples and oranges, and we can't compete, we can't compare the two systems in that manner, which they were scored. The consultant did evaluate them. He did determine the total cost of ownership for all the solutions that were provided. So there is the ability to do this. It is in fact, and it was a requirement of the RFP. Along with this and a few other irregularities in the scoring, we would like the opportunity to be able to sit down and go through this in some detail
to explain that, to show that we actually clearly are the winner of the RFP. We're here to partner with Wakulla County in the long term. We're a local company. We've been here over 60 years. We have more employees that live in Wakulla County than Modo has technical resources to support your system. We are a part of your community and want to be a part of the community for the next 15, 20 years, and this is a very large decision where we do see some definite inconsistencies in the scoring and would like to get those resolved. So we simply just have an ask, table it, allow us the opportunity to sit down with the administration and explain our points. What we have provided to you is a list and progression of our responses. I did not print out all the exhibits. You do have electronic copies of those, but we'd be happy to provide more detail on any of those items. And we haven't had a response back. I don't know if it's the holidays that have, just made it a little more time challenging for everyone to get back and forth, but we did respond back to the county prior to the Christmas holiday and have not had a response back yet. So open for any questions or...
Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Cooper?
One more month in a multi-year process and the procurement's not going to make a major difference in the overall project.
What would you be providing that would change the outcome of the decision?
Clarification and the detailed scoring where, when you go into the technical evaluation and, there's hundreds of thousands of points that go into figuring this out, and the difference between us and Modo is less than 600 points difference that determines the winner. And there's a few inconsistencies that, once you look at them and point them out, there's a couple different approaches that completely flip the outcome of the whole RFP. It's a very, very tight number. We provided better coverage. We got more sites. Modo's at 6 sites. We're at 7 sites. We've got a better partnership with the state of Florida. 90% of your interop requirements were with the state of Florida. So this gives you direct interoperability, partnering with the state. You own your radio system, it's yours. And all you're going to do is allow the state to rent services from you, and they'll actually pay your long-term maintenance contract. So you wouldn't have to go ask for the $1 million from the state to help support your maintenance, because they're already willing to do that if you do the partner with the Williams State proposal. So that would already be covered for you. So there's a lot of advantages there, but that's part of the scoring criteria, and this is about the protest piece. But when you go through and look at the actual scoring, you'll see differences of where the outcome changes. It's total cost of ownership, and just a couple minor scoring criteria and the technical evaluation, and the whole thing changes. So we would just ask for a little more time to review that with the county.
I'm sorry, Heather. Did I have a motion and a second from you two? It's ready to go.
My motion still stands.
Second.
Did you want to say something, Heather?
No, I was just going to say that the scoring was done by the outside technical consultant for the technical piece, and then the selection committee, and I don't think we're here to rescoring the RFP that has already been scored.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that the agenda item clearly states that the agenda item is to authorize the county administrator to enter into negotiations. That is what this agenda item is tonight, correct?
The agenda item is requesting, one, to uphold the decision on the protest, to issue the notice of award to the highest ranked by the selection committee proposer, which was Motorola, and to authorize the county administrator to enter into contract negotiations with the highest ranked proposer.
And we have had all of the attachments sent to us.
That's correct. They're all in your agendas.
Okay. All right, does anybody have any more questions for Mr. Coker?
I do not.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Any more discussion?
Our consultant reviewed this, looked at the technical aspects of it. You're our consultant, right?
Yes, sir.
And your review of the technical aspects of
If we're going to talk to him, let's let him come up. Sorry. You know how we feel about audience participation.
Hi, Dean Hart with Tusa Consulting.
So you reviewed the technical aspects of these proposals, and
this was the scoring that you agree with?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's the only question. We paid him to do it, so. Absolutely.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. None opposed, nothing on planning and zoning, nothing on commissioner agenda items. County attorney,
Nothing additional.
county administrator.
Yes, I hope everyone had a great holiday. Kinsey is going to come up, our public information officer. He's going to give you an update. I just put this on him about 2 seconds ago. On what's going on. He'll be doing this on a regular basis so that we can, public can hear what's going on as well as you guys over the next month and a half. Kinsey?
Thank you, David. Commissioners, good evening. Thank you for allowing me to speak. This Saturday, on January 7th at 9 a.m., the Wakulla County Fire Rescue Department will be hosting a push-in ceremony. At the ceremony, their new fire engine will receive a ceremonial washdown and then will be pushed into the station. I encourage the public and yourselves to all join us.
What's the dress code? I'm just kidding. Number 2.
Red.
Red. Fire and red. The Wakulla County Charter Review Commission will hold a public meeting on Tuesday, January 10th, 2023 at 6:30 p.m. at the Wakulla County Community Center in the Wakulla Room. Keep Wakulla County Beautiful is hosting the Tire Amnesty Day on January 14th. Residents of Wakulla County can bring up to 8 tires to dispose of with proof of residency. We also have a Veterans Town Hall meeting occurring on January 27th at the Wakulla Community Center in the Crawfordville Room from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. On January 30th, the Wakulla County Legislative Delegation will hold a public hearing at 4 o'clock right here in the Commission chambers. And Wakulla Gardens Phase 3 public meeting will be on February 7th at 6:30 p.m. At the meeting, we'll have a public notary present to sign any access agreements for the residents, and county staff will be available to answer any questions.
And information about that can also be found.
That can also be found on our website at mywakulla.com under Departments of Public Work. And then I encourage everybody to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to receive daily updates on all the things happening in the county. We're doing a lot of great things, and it's the best way to stay informed. Thank you.
And I want to thank you for getting the mileage up for our parks that we've been needing for a long time.
Happy to do it.
Is that all? Did he take the county administrator's spot?
He took my spot.
Now you have nothing to do, right?
Any more citizens to be heard? None. Well, Randy's going to be so upset he missed this meeting. All right, any discussion issues by commissioners? You want to start, Fred? Anything?
Nothing.
Kent?
Not today.
Not today? No number.
I would like to
2 minutes.
direct Summer to have the wording change our town plan to include architectural standards for the whole area instead of just part of it. I think, they're minimal architectural standards, but, it would be beneficial for our community if we tried to have the same appearance throughout our town, the town plan area. So, and all I want, this isn't deciding, it's just directing her to make the change, because it's, right now, there's only a certain part of it that's covered, and this would just change it so that the whole area, the whole town plan is covered.
If possible, could we wait and hold on giving her that, assigning anything to her until we got a couple big things that are coming up and we need to clear the baffles a little bit? So
It's one of the things just to put on their list.
okay, yeah, I know. It just the list is so long, right? But I got you. I understand that.
Did you have that done by January 18th, 17th, or whenever the next meeting is? I told you. And it says nothing under planning and zoning. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to have something today to do, so don't feel bad.
You what?
I pretty much
It's a new year. Let her just... Heather, how do you want to proceed with that? Just, do you want to bring it back up? Do you need us to all say yes with a blessing? Do you want to wait until Ralph's here, so it's a 5-0? You just want to, you've said your piece with her, and we're going to roll on, and we're going to add it to a list?
I would like to just add it to our list.
Okay.
But nod and she can do it whenever she gets time. It doesn't, so to bring it forward, the paperwork.
Yeah, oh yeah. Sounds wonderful.
Thank you.
All right, now one of the other important things on the agenda tonight is what?
Motion to dismiss, adjourn.
Wow, okay, meeting adjourned.